Hi everyone, welcome to the first monthly haul for 2021. I hope you enjoyed checking out what I've picked up at the start of this new year. Honestly, a lot of this month's pickups are romance related, so I hope you all don't mind. And I hope everyone is staying safe and healthy out there. I'm really looking forward to seeing what series will be released throughout this year, and if there are any series in particular that you're interested in reading this year, let me know in the comments below. Nonetheless, I hope you all enjoy the video. The first thing I want to share with you all is the Japanese volumes for Chainsaw Man. I was really happy and determined to pick these up. In my other video, I've mentioned that I really enjoyed the series. I found it to be an enjoyable read. I personally thought it was fast-paced and I was entertained in every chapter because there was always something that was catching my attention, whether it was the art or the plot. So this series is about a young boy named Denji who aims to live a peaceful life, but unfortunately he can't because he's constantly working to earn money and to pay back the Yakuza that his late father owed. From this, Denji is living penny by penny and he doesn't have the best standard of living. Denji and his pet devil Pochita are one day betrayed and killed by the Yakuza. The pet devil decides to merge its body with Denji because he wants to see Denji achieve his dreams and goals. So pretty much, Denji's pet devil brought him back to life with new powers of the Chainsaw Devil, where he's able to transform parts of his body into a chainsaw. The official devil hunters notice Denji and get him to work with them. From there, Denji's adventure begins with his new life and new powers. I don't want to spoil too much, so I'll just leave it at that. Here's a comparison of the English and Japanese volumes. There isn't that much of a difference other than the vibrancy of the colors and the art. I really love the art for this manga as well as the character designs, and I love every single cover art for each of the volumes because they're just so pretty. I've also picked up the second volume in English. And I've also done a comparison of the English and Japanese volumes for anyone that is interested. I also picked up Jujutsu Kaisen Volume 14 in Japanese. I know everyone knows about the anime and the manga, so I feel that there isn't much to say about it other than that it's amazing and for you all to check it out if you haven't. I've also picked up Volume 0 in English. A close friend of mine asked me what this series was about and I struggled trying to figure out what I wanted to say without spoiling too much. So this is what I pretty much said. I'm terrible when it comes to explaining things, so please disregard how I explained it to my friend. But I pretty much said, abnormally fit boy with a normal lifestyle consumes a very dangerous talisman finger of a very powerful cursed spirit. Boy doesn't die or becomes fully possessed. Superiors at Sorcerer School decides to keep Boy instead of killing him immediately because the boy is oddly able to still have control and be alive after consuming a dangerous talisman. Superiors want Boy to consume the rest of the fingers of the powerful cursed spirit so that they can kill the powerful curse once and for all. In addition, the boy ends up becoming a sorcerer student and learns all about the sorcerer lifestyle. LOL, ghost emoji. I've also picked up the 20th anniversary edition of Paradise Kiss. I personally don't know much about the series other than it being related to fashion. I know of the mangaka because of their series Nana, but I never checked out Paradise Kiss myself, so I'm really looking forward into reading the series. I actually saw Mangatama and Himeka pick up this book in one of their haul videos, and I was really intrigued and it convinced me to check out the series and get it myself. I don't think I will regret this purchase because I personally like the art of the mangaka. I only received my second volume for Ao Haru Ride. It's pretty much about a girl named Futaba who re-encounters her first love named Cole when she notices that he's moved back to her town and they go to the same high school. However, he is completely different than what she remembers him being, and from there the story begins, and I know many of you may already know what happens, but regardless, I hope you guys check it out. I picked up volume 6 of An Incurable Case of Love. I believe I gave a brief synopsis of the series in my December 2020 manga haul video, so feel free to check that out. Clearly, I still like the series, which is why I picked up the latest volume. I I unexpectedly bought volume 1 of Kimi ni Todoke. I don't know much about this series other than it being really well known and well loved by a lot of people. I really like the art style just from glancing through this volume, and I know this series has a handful of volumes, so I'm not entirely sure yet if I do want to collect the entire series. So for now, I just picked up volume 1. I forgot I picked up volume 6 of Noragami. I honestly haven't read the previous volumes yet, and if I remember correctly, I think I purchased this just to receive free shipping on an order I placed. But it's okay, I don't mind, because this is a series that I do want to collect fully. I picked up volume 5 of Sweat and Soap. This is a series that I'm enjoying quite a lot. I briefly explained the synopsis in my December 2020 manga haul video, so feel free to check that out if you'd like. I really like seeing the relationship between the two lead characters grow in every single volume, and I highly recommend this series to anyone. Next up, I have Rent-A-Girlfriend Volume 2. I really don't remember purchasing this volume, to be honest. I guess this is just another series I don't know much about yet, other than it being well known as of recently. I do really like the art style just from glancing through the volume. I purchased volumes 1 through 4 of Something's Wrong with Us. Now, I read some of the chapters online and fully decided to get the physical copies. This series is honestly the definition of drama, but I really do enjoy it. So this series is about a girl named Nao who's a traditional Japanese confectioner. She encounters a man named Tsubaki that she was once acquainted with when they were children. However, Tsubaki got Nao's mother arrested because he accused her of killing his father. During the encounter, he doesn't recognize who she is and ends up asking her to marry him. She ultimately says yes to find out the truth of what happened years ago and to gain access at the well-known wagashi shop that Tsubaki is the heir to. Lots of drama, and let me tell you, lots of it unfolds throughout the entire series. So the art style of the series is something that I really find nostalgic because it reminds me of the art style of series that I've read when I was a lot younger. I picked up volume 3 of Coyote. Now this is a BL manga or boys love, so please be of age, which is 18 and up, if you plan on checking out this series. I purchased volumes 1 through 5 of The Demon Prince of Momochi House for a really good price. I don't know much of the series, but I heard someone mention it was similar to Kami-sama Kiss in the terms of there being yokai. I found the art style to be very intriguing and very beautiful, which pulled me into checking out the series. On a whim, I decided to pick up the omnibus volumes for Maid-sama. This is a classic shoujo series, and I remember it being really popular when I was a kid. For now, I have volumes 1, 2, and 13 through 16 of the series. This is about a girl named Misaki who is the first female student council president of a school that was once meant for all boys. She's headstrong and well respected at her school, but holds a secret that she works as a maid at a maid cafe and doesn't want anyone from her school to know about it, otherwise her reputation would be ruined. Things start to take a turn when a student named Usui learns about her secret. I picked up volumes 7, 8, 11, and 12 of Horimiya. I've mentioned in a past video that this is one of my favorite series. Many of you may have heard of it just recently because of its anime that came out in January. I decided to get more of the volumes because I was worried it would become hard to get after the anime was released. I personally found the first arc of this story to be focused on the romance and the remaining arc to be more on the friends and slice of life aspect. Regardless, I do recommend it to anyone. I also picked up volumes 1 and 3 of Happy Marriage. I do have the other volumes ordered and will be receiving them any day now. From what I know about this series, it's about a girl named Chiwa who ends up getting married to a successful businessman named Hokuto, who is the president of the company she works for and also someone she knows absolutely nothing about. I caved in and bought the remaining volumes of Takane and Hana that I needed because let me tell you, I absolutely love this series so much. It's completely different to other shoujo series that exist and I love the comedy aspects to it. The art is also really good, whether it's the mangaka's chibi art or their usual art that's displayed in the manga or on the covers. I'm definitely a big fan of this series. Now keep in mind there is an age gap, but the characters are completely aware of it and it isn't quickly brushed off. It's pretty much about a young girl named Hana who takes her sister's place and pretends to be her at an arranged marriage meeting with a man named Takane. However, at the meeting, Takane appears to be arrogant and insults Hana. Hana isn't like every typical shoujo female lead. She's very strong-willed and outspoken. With that saying, she reacted to Takane's insults and threw her wig at him and left the meeting. From there, Takane begins to seek out Hana because he's never seen anyone make an attempt at fighting back with him. I won't spoil too much because this series is honestly a really fun read, and I highly recommend this rom-com series to anyone. I saved the best for last and decided to pick up Kami-sama Kiss. I know this series is a very classic and well-known shoujo series, whether it's the anime or the manga. It's just extremely well-loved and very nostalgic to me. I watched the anime when I was younger but never got around to reading the manga until now. A handful of the volumes are hard to get at the moment because I believe this is an out-of-print series, but thankfully I was able to get majority of the volumes and the rest I ordered will be arriving any day now. On a side note, I really like how you can see the mangaka's art improve and progress just by looking at the volume covers. I think everyone knows of or about Kami-sama Kiss, so I feel there isn't much to say about it, but for those who don't, Kami-sama Kiss is about a girl named Nanami who doesn't have the best life in terms of being homeless and suffering with a gambling debt that her father left her with. Despite this life, she still has a very kind heart. One day, Nanami saves a man in a tree that was being attacked by a dog. The man thanks her act of kindness by giving her his home, which is a shrine, as a reward. Nanami finds the shrine and learns that the man she met was the deity or land god of the shrine. She also encounters a yokai named Tomoe who inhabits the shrine and is the familiar of the shrine owner. Tomoe refuses to serve her unfortunately, and reluctant of what Nanami learns about, she ends up staying at the shrine anyways and begins to fulfill her duties as the new master. That's the most I can remember about this series because a lot honestly happens. I'm really excited to binge read it once I get more of the volumes. Thank you all so much for checking out my January 2021 manga haul. The video may seem short, but we did cover quite a lot. I want to thank you all for 600 plus subscribers. Everyone's support means the world to me and I'm just really thankful. Making hauls and sharing what I picked up has honestly been enjoyable, especially seeing what you all have to say in the comments is something I always look forward to. Thank you again for all the support and kindness you've given me. Feel free to subscribe, leave a like, leave a comment down below, and until next time, take care of yourself. Bye everyone!